Hello, all. It's Monday, June 14th, and I'm back with another Trade Journal walkthrough. So here we're looking at Coinbase, and I hopped in the trade looking to get a retracement back to this first target. So you can see here pretty early in the day, it crossed over this first target, traced back up, and I was looking for a reversal to again trace back up. So in this case, I got in on this 2-2 reversal to the upside, and ultimately, I got out on this 2-1-2 bearish continuation. I was actually trying to get out on the 2-2 reversal to the downside that you see here. It went 2 up and 2 down, but I wasn't able to sell my contracts, so I got out here. And overall, this was an 8% gain. The contract itself had a 245 strike price, and it expired on Friday. It was a weekly. Next up is NU. So NU is a trade I actually hopped in twice today. So the first time I got in on this candle, and the reason I got in on this candle is because it was crossing into my lower range of average daily range. So this is calculated using the range of the previous 5 days for this lighter white line and the previous 10 days. So it takes what the range was across those days, it averages them, and creates that based off of the opening price of this day. So it'll give you a lower half of the range and a higher half of the range based on the average range of the previous 5 or 10 days. So it crossed into there, and I was already very, very bearish on it. So if we take a look at day, and then we'll take a look at the week after. So it did a 2-1-2 bearish reversal June 10th last week, and then continued 2 down the next day. And again, we got 2 down, so that's a 2-2-2 bearish continuation. And if we look at the weekly, you'll just get an even greater sense of the amount of upside that this stock continued to go up. So there's a lot of opportunity to take out these pivots to the downside. The other thing we're looking at here are broadening formations that I drew off the weekly. So you can see if we look at those off of the daily, we're actually bouncing off the top as well. So that is a good indication of bearish activity. And again, a lot of pivots to take out on the downside. So if we look at NU, I really did focus on this a lot today, given that information. So the first time I got in here, and that was breaking, or no, that wasn't breaking my don't trade the first 30 minutes. But I do also try to not trade the first hour. But so that was breaking, not trading the first hour. And I ultimately held on until this 2-1-2 bullish reversal. So we had a 2 down, an inside candle, and a 2 up. And that is a sign that it is reversing to the upside. You can see it did reverse to the upside, and my intent was always to watch it and look for another reversal to the downside in order to get back in. So I got a 7% gain off of this first entry and exit. And then I ultimately entered here where we had a shooter, doji-like, but a shooter nonetheless, and that was a 2-2 reversal. So we had a 2 up, a 2 down, a very strong 2 down, and I got in here. And I held this with the intent of reaching the second target. But what I did, because you can see there were some reversals here. We had a 3-1-2, granted that is shooter-like. But we had a 3-1-2 reversal here to the upside. We had an inside up, 2 up here. But I ultimately held on to it pretty confidently for a lot of the day. And when I ultimately got out was on this 3 up rev strat. And the reason for that is I had been in the trade for a while. I was at 42% gain, and I didn't really see it continuing to the downside. And you can see it did, go up and it ended above that. So it was pretty clear that it was just doing a lot of sideways action. So I got rid of that, and ultimately that was a 42% gain. And as you can see, this was a very long trade. So if we go from this candle to the candle I got out on, that was 3 hours and 25 minutes. So that was the majority of the trading day. So I did not get in anything else. But the other thing I will note on this trade is I did scale into it. So that means I bought more, I bought light here. I should have labeled where I bought more, but I tried to buy on reversals. So there's 2 up, 2 down. I bought more here. And I believe I also bought more here on this 212 bearish continuation. So this ate up my allocated 35% of my portfolio cash for the day. And overall, pretty solid trading day. So yes, thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Feel free to comment any questions you have and like and subscribe. Thank you.